Have you ever noticed that many celebrities, mostly musicians, have died at the young age of 27? Have you ever heard of the Curse of 27, or maybe even the 27 Club? If you haven't, the following information may intrigue you. I discovered this club when I was 13. I'd become a huge fan of Kurt Cobain and his band Nirvana, and one day I stumbled upon an article about the 27 Club that I found very interesting. It had very well-known musicians that had all died at 27, just like Kurt. The majority of the artists I will be discussing you probably already know or may even be a fan of. You'll find the timing of the death and the causes of death rather interesting. In the following, I will explain what the 27 Club is and give information about the members. So what is the 27 Club? The 27 Club is a club that is not, it's not really a club, but it is a term used for the celebrities that died at 27. And the members that I will be covering are the main members that are considered the 27 Club, but there are many, many others. We will go over Robert Johnson, Brian Jones, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, Kurt Cobain, and Amy Winehouse. Though the main members of the club, it seems as though, through the main members of the club, it seems as though most of their deaths had a lot to do with drugs and alcohol, but others were not the same. Some others that died at 27 was Jonathan Gregory Brandis. He played in the Neverending Story 2. And also Stephen Robert Owen. He was a famous American baseball player. Kristen Paff was an American bass guitarist. She died shortly after Kurt Cobain, and they were also friends. And then Chris Bell, he lost control of his small Triumph TR7 sports car and hit a tree and died instantly. The first one that I'll go over is the earliest. His name is Robert Johnson. His cause of death is unknown, although they think he may have been poisoned. Crossroads is one of his most famous songs, and it is rumored that he sold his soul to the devil at the crossroads for his fame and skills. Brian Jones is next. He was born February 28, 1942 and died July 3rd, 1969. He was the original frontman of the Rolling Stones, and his cause of death was considered death by misadventure. He had drowned in a swimming pool, most likely because he was intoxicated. Him and the next three all died within 2 years of each other. Jimi Hendrix is next. He was born in 42 and died on September 18th of 1970. His cause of death was officially asphyxia. He choked on his own vomit, and it killed him due to barbiturate intoxication. Janis Joplin is next. She died on October 4th, 1970. Her cause of death was heroin overdose, most likely mixed with alcohol. Her last recording was a birthday greeting to John Lennon. She sang "Happy Trails to You," which is strange because it was shortly before her death, just by 3 days. And the lyrics say, "Happy trails to you, we'll meet again." Jim Morrison, he was born December 8th, 1943, and he died July 3rd of 1971. His cause of death was heart failure due to drug overdose. The next two are much more recent. Kurt Cobain, he died April 5th, 1994. His cause of death was suicide by shotgun. He was the frontman for Nirvana, whose first album came out in June of 1989. His death was quite a conspiracy. Most people think that there's not enough evidence to prove that it was a suicide, that he might have actually been murdered instead, in which case they think it was set up by his soon-to-be ex-wife at the time, Courtney Love. And last is the most recent. Her name is Amy Winehouse. She died in 2011. Her cause of death was alcohol intoxication. She is the newest member of the 27 Club. The 27 Club was a group of famous and highly influential artists that died at the age of 27. While most of their deaths were due to drug and alcohol intoxication, there were others died in car accidents because of illnesses and suicide also. Notable people throughout history have been have died at the age of 27, dating all the way back to the 600s. But the ones that are recognized as part of the club are, again, Robert Johnson, Brian Jones, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, Kurt Cobain, and Amy Winehouse. The moral of the story is don't go looking for fame and fortune of any sort when you're around that age. Only do so if you dare. You may be the next to end up on this long, infamous list of highly loved individuals that were taken away from us at the early age of 27.